Hello and welcome back to Paul's Beer Reviews. I hope you're doing well today. I've got a new beer from Sainsbury's. Well, I say it's from Sainsbury's. It's available in Sainsbury's. But it's from Welsh brewers Tiny Rebel. And it's a can of their 505, which is a New England IPA. And it's coming in at 6.2% ABV. I've not reviewed a Tiny Rebel beer on here for ages. And yeah, this one's suddenly become available in Sainsbury's. They've decided to get involved in the craft beer thing that all the supermarkets are going for at the moment. So fair play to them. It's well overdue. I know they've done a couple of other releases previously, but neither of those went in my local Sainsbury's. But this one, they've got them in, all of them. So I went on a bit of a beer spree in Sainsbury's the other day, much to my surprise. But yeah, I thought I'd crack on with this one first. Tiny Rebel. So yeah, it's a 6.2% ABV, New England IPA. I like the artwork, as ever. Tiny Rebel, good use of colour. They really do catch the eye with the way that they market their beers, if nothing else. So it says on the eye it should be hazy, on the nose it should be tropical and a mango citrus flavour. Sounds like your quintessential New England IPA. Ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, oats, hops and yeast. That's all you really want to hear from an IPA. So yeah, let's get this can open, get it in a glass, and see if it's any good, shall we? I had a few New England IPAs lately. I reviewed the latest Brewdog collab with salt that's been available in Tesco for a couple of weeks. That one was rubbish, so I'm hoping for better. Really hoping for better. I think Tiny Rebel, I mentioned Brewdog there. Tiny Rebel, I think, are one of them breweries that I think are in danger of going down the Brewdog direction, or the Brewdog trail, should I say. They were once right at the peak of changing things in the craft beer scene, and I just feel lately their beers have been going off the boil a little bit. They're kind of getting by with the really good marketing and the funky colours on their cans and things like that. Here is this New England IPA, no head on that whatsoever. That's dissipated really sharpish. It looks very thin, like I say, no head to speak of. It looks really thin. Look at that. It looks like juice or squash or something. But yeah, hazy as you like. Really pale, yellow, gold, peachy, pine. It looks like pineapple juice. It looks fruity as hell, I'll give it that, but I did expect a bit of head. Anyway, let's get me snouting, see what the aroma's telling us. Okay, smells better. The hops are really kicking off a big fruit, punchy, standard New England IPA aromas. Lots of pineapple, mango, passion fruit, bit of peach, bit of vanilla. Probably usually an aroma you get from the oats. Actually smells really nice. It's a soft aroma, it's not sharp, it's not too sort of like a tangy aroma, it's actually really soft. Quite pleasant on the nose. I've got a good feeling about this one. Should we get stuck in? Cheers. That's not bad. It's really thin, really light carbonation, but it's very fruity. The pineapple, the mango, the passion fruit really comes through on the flavour. Definitely mango, a bit of grapefruit this time. I'm picking up a little bit of bitterness. So despite the thin body, it really does carry a little flavour. All I will say is it's very short. It has a very short flavour. It's a bit like the Brewdog one that I had yesterday with salt. It's all very upfront. The flavour hits you very, very quickly, but there's very little to speak of at the back end. There's no real finish to this beer. Really thin, well carbonated, big tropical fruit punch at the beginning. Here's the bitterness of the hops. And really it's gone. It's really nice, but really short. God, this is it's better than the. I'm comparing it. I shouldn't really be comparing it to other beers, really, but it's hard not to, since I've just reviewed one. The Brewdog Salt IPA, New England IPA. That it wasn't good. That the flavours didn't work well. It wasn't very well hopped. This is well hopped, but it's the flavours a lot better. But it's so short. It's such a quick finish. It's all up front. Bang, tropical fruit. A little bit of bitterness. And now it's gone. It's already gone. Like my palate now, there is the slightest, and I do mean the slightest bit of a sort of a dry, hoppy bitterness just lingering at the back of my palate, but it's really subtle. It's all very quick. It's all over really, really quickly. But what you do get in that short space of time is quite a pleasant, tropical, very refreshing, very drinkable New England IPA. But it's just lacking again. It's just lacking. You can tell. Yeah, you can tell it's a supermarket beer. I'm going to say it. You can tell it's a supermarket beer. It's nice, but it's not great. It's not great. It would be a good introduction to a New England IPA for someone who's perhaps not familiar with the style, looking to get into slightly more fruity, tropical sort of IPAs. But for me, it just needs a bit more body, a bit more sort of a dry, hoppy character at the back end, and a longer flavour. It's so quick, it's so sharp, it's done, you know. The flavour's nice. The flavour is really nice. I do like that. But it's gone. Just as my palate is sort of adapting to these flavours, and I'm going, oh yeah, I'm getting that. That's really nice. It's gone. It doesn't give you enough time to really savour it. It's really odd. It's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying that they were onto a really good thing with this one, but they just needed a little bit more, just to make it a bit of a longer lasting experience. Really, I feel a little bit. I feel a little bit shortchanged. You know, it's like, that's really nice, but I'm like, keep it coming, and it doesn't. It doesn't produce. It's really nice, and then bang, it's gone. A little bit more Tiny Rebel with that, and that would have been spot on. Before I forget, a cheers, a toast to my mate Alfie, who's celebrating his 23rd birthday today. Happy birthday to you, mate. Thank you for the support. Cheers to you, Sam. Mustn't forget that. Yeah, it's really nice. It's just too short. It's too short-lived. That's a shame. Otherwise, we'd be looking at an absolute belter of a New England IPA. But as it is, it doesn't cut the mustard. There's better out there again. But fair play to Sainsbury's for finally getting some craft beers in. Fair play for Tiny Rebel for brewing one for the supermarkets. 505 Tiny Rebel New England IPA, 6.2% ABV. Getting none of that 6.2 either, to be fair. I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10. It's just above average, but if it had a longer flavour, it would be well up there, 7, 8. As it is, that's a 6 out of 10. £3 a can in Sainsbury's. Go check that one out. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.